Just a word on Allan Saint-Maximin. He was sensational, but he left with some ice on his ankle. I mean, how good was he tonight, and how's his ankle?
His ankle is obviously sore. He's took a nasty kick on it. But yeah, I mean, look, it's been a difficult period for Allan in terms of fitness levels and getting it right. And it's like that for a lot of the players, like him, who rely on pace and power. But we've seen the value to him when he's on the pitch. He was to score the goal and then changing a position, putting him in a different position. Nice when that works too, that he can go both ways. But his goal, the first one, and of course the assist for the second one, there's probably only Allan on the pitch who could do that.
And 4 goals now for Callum Wilson. I mean, how key a signing is he going to prove this season, do you think?
Well, when I see the amounts of money being spent, then I think we've done a fabulous piece of business. I have to tell you, he's a goal scorer, and you just have to see that. There was no doubt that he would arrive in the 6-yard box from Allan's cross, and yeah, he's had a good start. Long may it continue.
How bad is the Fabian Schär injury, Steve? And does it mean that you might go into the market for a centre back again?
Well, we hope that Dummett and Clark and Lascelles will be back a week on Monday. So we've got this international break. So we've got enough. It's just obviously where injuries were picking up are to a centre back. So I don't think I'll be jumping into the market unless something mouth-watering comes along, which appeals to us. But as I said, I've been very, very pleased with what we've done before the season started, which was imperative for me. So I'm relaxed about the whole thing. I'll not know about Fab Schär until obviously we scan him. We hope that he needs a bit of luck there, where we hope that he hasn't disrupted his shoulder, where he's just had surgery.
Are you saying they're no business in the next 2 days of the market? And is there any interest in Theo Walcott at Everton on loan?
I don't know where you've got that from. I can't see me in the market unless, as I said, something really, really special comes along on loan. But I don't think at this particular moment we'll be doing any more business.
Just finally, Steve, was tonight one in the eye for your critics?
Well, when you manage Newcastle, I've said many, many times that you get criticised. And I've always asked that to be a bit balanced. So, look, the performance of the players spoke volumes. We're in the middle of change. We're trying to improve. We're still a long way from a finished article, believe me. But I hope the Newcastle supporters can see what we're trying to do in terms of the way we're trying to play. And of course, there's going to be a few hiccups along the way, but when you get a couple of results, especially like the one tonight, then it always helps.
Thanks so much. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeremy. We're going to go to those with raised hands. If you have a question, please use that function now. First up, Luke Edwards.
Can I just check if you're doing a Mondays or not, Lee?
We're not, Luke, no.
You're not, right, okay.
Well, Luke, it's 11 months.
All right, well, the pubs are shut anyway. You've got nowhere to go.
True.
With Saint-Maximin...
Maybe a few maybe join the halls of residence down there in the Thunder.
Too old for that. Too old for that.
Yeah.
Just which few of us were saying here after the game, Saint-Maximin does seem to be taking some pretty hefty whacks now from defenders. It seemed to be a coordinated plan against West Ham, and Bardley's done him in cold blood there, really, isn't he, right in front of the dugout?
Well, I couldn't believe there wasn't a yellow card. The couple of yellow cards that were dished out, look, we need to protect him a bit, that's for sure. And of course, the British game, the mentality will be, let's get after him and physically. So the way he plays, he's going to draw a foul. But you have to say, arguably on the pitch, there's only him who could score the first goal. And the second one I thought was just outstanding, his work to beat the fullback and deliver the cross for Callum to tap it in.
And he's a manager's dream in one sense, isn't he? When he plays like that, you've just got to try and keep him focused, head down, professional.
We've got to keep him right. We've got to keep him right physically, and that's not easy because of the way he plays. He's all pace and power, so we have to manage that very, very carefully with him. but he's had a really, really good week, and he's proved again that he's a match winner. And I said when I first seen him that he'd get people off the seats, and I'm sure he's done that for the Newcastle supporters at home tonight.
Thanks, Luke. Scott Wilson.
Steve, there's been a lot said in the early weeks of this season about Calvert-Lewin in Everton and Ings at Southampton, who are obviously going to be in the England squad this week. I mean, Callum deserves to be right up there with them, doesn't he? I mean, I know he didn't necessarily score the goals last season. That's probably why he's not with England this week, but he's right up there, isn't he?
Well, he would have to be, wouldn't he? I mean, look, we're blessed with many, many good strikers in England, aren't we? But all he can do is keep playing. There's a long way until the Euros, a long way off. So he's forced his way in the past. If he keeps playing, he keeps well, and he keeps fit, then hopefully, then his chance will come again.
Okay, Lee Ryder. Lee Ryder, you there, Lee?
Jay, come in here.
Oh, no, okay, Miles Starford.
He's just changed seats. He's there. He had a bit of a glitch, Lee.
Do you want me or is Lee with you?
Lee, are you on Scott's machine? Can you?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Steve, that's the best start since 2011-12 now. So, interesting start.
Yeah, well, I think it's been a thoroughly decent. Yes, we need to keep improving. And I still think we're a work in progress. We're still a long way short of where we need to be. But we're trying to implement change. And it is a good start. So if you get a couple of decent performances and a couple of results playing that way, then I hope we can still improve. As I said, we've still got a long way to go to really to play the way we want to play. But as I said, we're work in progress, and we'll keep plugging away.
And just a quick one on John Joe Shelvey. You're getting him closer to the player we all know he can be in terms of creativity.
Well, listen, we all know that he can find a pass and pick a pass, and when John Joe's right and he's playing well, then we all know the ability he's got. The thing with John Joe is to keep him focused and keep him well, because he's got the capability of big numbers physically, which I don't think he realised he did have. So he's improved in that respect. So, I was pleased the way he passed it tonight. He did very well.
Thanks, Lee. Miles Starford.
Joelinton had a good game tonight. He seemed to really suit the role you gave him tonight.
I think Joe, over the last week, I thought he was our best player when he came on against Newport. I thought he was our best player at Spurs. And he was very, very good tonight. Maybe Allan, maybe Shadham, and I don't like talking about individuals. But obviously, playing him not as a 9 suits him, gives him a little bit of freedom when he turns round and he takes the ball well. And so we'll work at that. As I said, we are work in progress, Miles. But Joe has added something to us, which I'm very, very pleased about, because we know that he can play to a side, and obviously now to off the front as well, where he played tonight.
Also, you say you don't expect any more arrivals. Can you say anything about the stories about the Peruvian player?
The young Peruvian player we hope will arrive. He'll be for the academy, Miles, to start with. That's for sure. So it's not really going to be involved with the first team. We had a young 17-year-old with us this week and done very, very well. So it's been one for the academy.
Okay, last couple with hands raised. I'm going to go to Chris Waugh first.
Hi, Steve. Obviously, Ryan came on and won the penalty. How close do you think he is to sort of being really towards the match fitness? Do you think we'll see a lot more of them starting games after the international break?
Well, therein lies the problem with Ryan. There's the big conundrum. He hasn't played since March. Not even trained. I mean, it's okay running on treadmills and running around athletic pitches, but physically. So it was one of them difficult ones. Thankfully, Ryan keeps himself in really good condition, but it was great to have somebody of his quality to bring off the bench, that's for sure. And straight away, he gives you that little bit of a cutting edge. So it's a difficult one with trying to find the balance of it and what's right and what's wrong. Ideally, he would need a pre-season, with 6 weeks of intensive work and 5-6 friendlies. We've had to get them in the cup competitions with him, so I expect him to get better. We hope that Scotland treat him with the respect that he deserves in terms of, because he hasn't played a lot, and I'm sure they will.
Thanks, Chris. And last up, Martin Hardy, please.
Hi, Steve. Well done tonight. A couple more on Allan, if that's all right. How good can he be? Is there anybody you can compare him to? And was there any interest in him this summer?
Well, hey, listen, not that I'm aware of. However, I'm sure everybody's having a look. Why not? Why wouldn't you? But what he has to be, fitness levels, I think, can be better, of course, in terms of, because of the way he plays. He's capable, that's for sure, because we've seen them. And it's always a difficulty when they rely on pace and power, when they haven't really had a lot of game time and playing without pre-season and all the rest of it. So we've had to nurse him along gently and make sure that we don't rush him back too quickly. And hopefully, he's always going to get a kick or a whack because that's the way he plays. But tactically, we changed him today to the 10 and swapped him with Joe. And that's another option what he gives us as well, because there he can go both ways. He can go left and right. And today it worked a treat. So that's given me food for thought as well.
How good can he be?
How good can he be? Well, look, he's got a breathtaking ability, but we all know he's a bit of a maverick in him, which becomes sometimes difficult. But he's different. He's different, unique, wonderful footballer and skills as good as I've worked with. He's still got a lot of work to do defensively wise, of course, but when he gets you faced up and when he gets you one-on-one in the box and the pace and power he's got left or right, then he is naturally a joy to watch. And let's hope he keeps improving and because he's a big asset to us when he's right.
Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.